So anyway, what's one of the more interesting banned games that you've heard? I mean, if you live in Australia, those poor guys can't get like anything. I feel so bad for the guys that live in Australia. But I mean, some games I can understand being banned. Like I know Manhunt is very popular, getting banned in a lot of places. If I remember correctly, back to that Machinima video, one of these really cruddy, crappy like LED light soccer games from like the 1980s, like 1982 or whatever, was banned by China because it recognized Taiwan as like its own independent country or something equally dubious. Something that's just like, really? Wow, China? Come on, China. Get it together. Although I did read another interesting thing where, do you know how many internet users there are in North Korea? I'll give you a second to guess. I'll give you a second to pause the video and look it up. I think it was like 620. And that's for an entire country. Can you believe that? Like, even in corrupt cities, even in most corrupt areas, they'll at least give you internet access, which... I'm sorry, the internet has become such a way of life. That's like restraining somebody's access to, like, newspapers. Like, well, not even newspapers. The internet is such an interesting and... You can't really compare it to anything else, because you can get everything electronic off the internet. That kind of just feels nice, falling off the edge and bouncing back up. I also feel terrible for Germany, because I'm pretty sure they ban a lot of these World War II games that we put out. And, you know, I feel bad for anybody in Germany, like, right now. Well, not even right now, just in general, because a lot of people can't let the whole World War II thing go. I mean, we don't pick on Japan. Do you see a lot of people still making games about, you know, killing people in Japan because they bombed Pearl Harbor? I mean, holy crap, do you hear anybody in Japan complaining about the United States nuking them? You'd never hear a single word. They're so nice about it. I'm waiting for that guy. I'm waiting for that guy to just, either on an internet post or whatever, just be like, you're American? I'm sorry, but you're not the nicest guy ever. You freaking nuked us. I mean, has any other country in the world been nuked by anybody else? The answer is no. Poor Japan is the only place that has been nuked by anybody. It's shocking that they're so nice about it. And just, I don't know. I feel like people just need to let it go. Some people just can't. I mean, yeah, how long ago was it? It was over 60 years ago. Jeez, guys. Like, everybody who fought in World War II, even the really people who are, like, living forever are dead. Everybody's dead. Even their children are super duper old. So the people that grew up listening to the World War II stories from their dad are pretty much, like, going. As the younger generation, can't we step it up and start hating other people? Can't we please? Where's the self-hate? Come on. Where's the self-hate for being the way that we all are? I'm looking at you, Argentina. You know what you did. Actually, you could almost say that about any country. I could just look at any country and go, America, you know what you did. Come on. And America's just like, what? Come on, you know. You can admit it. Stop dancing around the issue. If you keep doing that, you're just gonna make it worse. What? Civil War? Oh. That whole thing where Americans killed other Americans. Oops. Battle of Gettysburg. Not too fun. Come on. I'm trying to think. You know, I know the only country that you could really look at and go, what did you do? And they honestly couldn't say anything. And that's Sealand. Do you recognize Sealand as a country? You better. So I mean, everybody in the whole world's done crappy things to other people. Can't we all just let it go? Can't we just say, they're not doing anything to us right now? Can't we just be nice? Let these old world wars go. Last World War was 60 years ago. Even the Cold War, nothing really bad happened. The potential for stuff bad happening was enormous, but nothing bad happened. And I know there's a lot of little battles that don't get in the press and blah 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 blah, but imagine all the crazy battles that happened that we just never heard about because they weren't documented, or like the country that was fought against was completely wiped out. Think of all the battles. And you know, sometimes, I hate to get morbid about this, but sometimes I think to myself, think about all the poor people that were murdered or kidnapped or just disappeared off the face of the earth and nobody knows what happened to them. That's one thing we gotta be so thankful for in this technological age of ours. If somebody goes missing, for the most part, we can track them down. Even if we find their bones a lot later, we at least have a record. Could you imagine being back in the day, like 400 years ago, 500 years ago? Just, your dad disappears one day, you don't even know what happened to him. He could have been eaten, stolen, kidnapped, sold into slave trade, who knows, just, he's gone. Sorry. Is he coming back? Who knows? Is he, if he came back, do you want to have him back? You know, is he dead? Is he dying? What's going on? Does he not have a leg? Does he not have an eye? What's going on? Who knows? So really though, in this day and age, you know, if somebody, well, even still, we get people out there that go missing and we never ever hear from them, and it's pretty shocking. You know, but if their remains are ever found, we'll know. You know, that's something, to at least find the remains. But again, not to get morbid, but these are some of the morbid thoughts that I think about from time to time. Just, if I went missing, people would take notice. Because, you know, white American, go. It's like, I don't know. I've been spending way too much time here. I'm sorry, I'm getting back into the flow of things. Oh, I'm keeping an eye on stupid slow Stanley over there. He's my main point of reference to jump. I really shouldn't be using him, though. Keep an eye on that low... In case you don't know who I'm talking about, this guy down here, Slow Stanley, he throws the slowest. He's my point of reference of when to go. Oh, come on, it's just that I gotta jump just 3 times. Oh, crap. Ah, I saw the mouse was still in the way. I'm like, oh no! But, you know, I think I've talked about that in the past, of just... It's scary how many things we don't know about that happen and we'll never know about, you know? Oh, too late. Everything's so well documented now. If there was a major battle that broke out in pretty much anywhere, unless there was a major cover-up, we'd hear about it. But even then, major cover-ups are somewhat rare. Or are they? Who knows? Not I. And sometimes it's nice to be ignorant of all the terrible things that happen in the world. You know, sometimes it's nice to just go, I don't have to deal with that. I hate this. Oh, come on! How close do you want me to get? Jeez Louise. No! Fine, whatever, game. What? Don't do this to me! I finally get off the subject of morbid stuff and this happens. Really? Jeez. By the way, my nose is itching. I'm gonna see if I have any interesting emails. As soon as I die. There we go. You just gotta do it pixel... You just gotta do it pixel by pixel. You know, hold on, let me get my phone. You know, hold on, it's about time for a break. I'll get my phone and come right back.